All right, folks, welcome back to how to shift from owner operator to owner. In this course, we're going to talk about increasing your conversion rate. Alex Turnbull said that by optimizing for customer success, you're more than likely optimizing for growth. And we really are optimizing for growth when we can start improving our sales process, improving the number of people that become paying customers. Um, this whole process of creating customers is our lifeblood. And it's the process of promoting a lead into a paying client that this lesson's all about. Now, there's three things I'm going to talk about right now to help increase those conversions. The first is communicating consistently. And when I say communicating consistently, I mean we need to have a message that we convey to all of our customers, regardless of who is saying that message throughout the business, across all of the media that we share with the public, across all of our marketing materials, across all of our advertising, to help increase the brand awareness and the solution awareness that we provide. We'll also talk about investing in your sales training. You can never have enough training in regards to sales. There's a very specific program that I've become quite fond of, and I'm going to promote it in this course. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But also having a downsell strategy to help your conversions. Now, a downsell strategy does exactly what it sounds like. It's having an alternate product available that you could more easily sell to your client. Maybe it's a trial size version. Maybe it's a limited edition or limited services aspect of your business. But if they don't buy what it is that they came for, having an alternate product or service that you can sell will help improve your odds of closing that deal and starting that paying relationship with your customers. So of those three things, I want to say that talking is selling. So just by having a conversation with your potential leads, you are engaging in the sales process. But what we really want to do is think through that sales process in such a way that you can be prepared to lead your leads using a listening strategy to hear what they have to say and make them realize that you have exactly the value that they need at just a price point that they can afford. And if you don't, you have alternate ways of helping them with that too, so that they can become paying customers. So communicating consistently. We want to start off by creating a 10 to 30 second elevator pitch / greeting for everybody in your company to memorize and start every conversation with. This does a couple things. One, it increases the trust value that people perceive when they talk to you. It also helps establish your brand. And your brand is consistently sharing your value position, your solution, or results across all media and modes of communication. It is what defines you and your business. But there's a couple ways to do that. First way, of course, is having a set of scripts. The first script is that 10 to 30 second introduction. And then as you start developing that and you realize that this is something that everybody can easily say, it can be easily understood by your clients, and that they are even able to repeat it themselves without stumbling through it, that you've accomplished something. Now, I talk about this when I talk about mission, vision, and values as well. But your greeting should inspire the that lead to start walking down the buyer's journey with you to that buying decision. Now, we can guide them along this way. And of course, you might want to start looking at creating a mind map or a script to help walk your ideal customer through that conversation from the initial contract all the way to when you close the deal, whatever that deal is, and highlight some things to remember and keep in mind when leading that customer journey so that you can overcome objections before they happen and you can really get in sync with what their motivations are for seeking you out. Because you control that conversation, you're going to lead them to the right answer. And you have to be patient. You have to be aware of how to communicate with people. And having this plan in place will generally improve your sales conversion process. When I talk about sales training, I want you to think of seventh level communications. Seventh level HQ.com. Jeremy Miner has produced this program called NEPQ. I'm not getting any promotional points here, but Jeremy has created this training program that I think would help guide you through the best sales process you can possibly imagine, and recommend not only you attend it, but also all of your frontline employees also attend any of this training. He has a free class as well as paid programs. But even if you start with a free class, you'll find immense value in tuning your sales process so that you can close more transactions simply by listening and asking the right questions. Lastly, this is the mind map that I was talking about, or a mind map. You might have others. You will definitely have one that's tailored specifically to your business. You can go to Miro.com and create a mind map and walk through the points of a discussion. How do you go from that problem awareness that your buyer is experiencing to solution awareness to a decision to buy with you? And how can you get in front of any objections and problems and help increase the momentum of their decision-making process in your direction? Having a plan, walking through the conversation logically ahead of time, you're going to be able to guide that conversation far better than winging it. Guaranteed. And having systems like this in place to help drive that conversation will increase your closure rate and your conversion rate dramatically. So step through these steps again. I want you to create a 10 to 30 second pitch for you and all your employees. I want you to invest some time looking at sales training, including seventh level communications, NEPQ training, in particular, that training. There's plenty of other great training opportunities on YouTube or elsewhere. But listen to this class. I think you're going to find it extremely powerful. And lastly, mind map or sketch out the ideal customer conversation. Have this written out in a plan that other people can follow and have the best answers for pre-planned so that nobody has to guess, how do I answer when they say, well, what about this? What about, the price? What about the availability? What about how long is it going to take? What about whatever question they ask? You'll have an answer for because you've pre-planned, you've scripted it out. You are prepared for those types of questions. And because of that, you're going to develop a greater level of trust across your entire business to every single client that comes to you or lead that comes to you and convert them into a paying client. Now, think through these steps, work them out, start implementing them, and track your progress with a simple scorecard. In particular, watch that conversion rate go up and up and up. And as you do, you'll see an increase in your gross revenue, your net revenue, and your valuation almost overnight just by having these 3 steps accomplished. So take the time, follow through with these homework steps, and keep tracking your progress. I look forward to talking to you in the next lesson where we'll be talking about increasing the number of transactions per customer. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.